Let's get to some hot news right now, CT. Paul George's future in Indiana has been in question for quite some time now, and today he reportedly dropped the bomb on the Pacers brass. Yahoo Sports is reporting that George informed the Pacers that he will leave the franchise after the 2018 season, preferably to join the Los Angeles Lakers, CT. So what is the next step for the Pacers? Do they need to ship him off?
Yes, certainly you probably do need to ship out Paul George. You probably need to trade Paul George because the one thing you don't want to do is allow him to walk in free agency and you get nothing. Up until this point, the Pacers felt like, if they had Paul George, they could offer him more money than another team, 5 years, $177 million, and they hoped the fact that they could offer more money than any other team would be enough to keep Paul George. But now they got the news that he plans to explore his options and probably go to L.A. This isn't a huge piece of news for the Indiana Pacers. There had been a lot of reports out here that Paul George wanted to go back to California. He's a Cali kid, but it's so confusing because he spoke to the media just a couple of days ago, Paul George did, and he stated emphatically, I'm a Pacer. I have a contract with the Pacers. So it's confusing. Now he's saying, you know what, I'm going to go to the Lakers. But this puts Indy in a real bad situation because he only has 1 year left. So what team is going to trade for him? No team really wants to have a rental to trade some assets to the Pacers to only get Paul George for 1 year, and then once again he walks and then goes to the LA Lakers. So really, the Pacers probably need to try to work a deal with the Lakers. If the Lakers do trade for Paul George now, the Lakers would get Paul George's bird rights, and then the Lakers could offer him that 5 years, $177 million. But since the Lakers know they can also get Paul George in free agency, it's no need to strike a real rich deal with the Pacers. It's no need to give up a whole lot. You probably get them just a little bit. But if you're the Pacers, you certainly have to listen. You certainly want to try to get something. But at the end of the day, George really put the Pacers in a bad situation because you don't want to have him for a whole season, and it's real uncomfortable with the fans and the team knowing that Paul George is going to leave in the summer of 2018.
Yeah, how big of an effect is he going to be on the Lakers if that actually happens?
It will be a huge effect on the Lakers. Obviously, the Lakers still a young team when you look at D'Angelo Russell and you look at Brandon Ingram. Of course, the Lakers had a number 2 pick in the draft coming up on Thursday. Everybody feels like the Lakers are going to take Lonzo Ball. He certainly won't make the Lakers immediate contenders. When you look at the Lakers the last couple of years, they've only won 20-plus games, but they're starting to build something when you have a Paul George and the rest of the young pieces that I mentioned. And then you have Magic Johnson, who's obviously there in the front office along with Rob Pelinka. When you have the young pieces of Paul George, that makes it very attractive because, after all, it is L.A. It is the purple and gold. They're trying to get back to Showtime. So when you have some pieces in place, that attracts other big-time players to want to try to come and play with those guys and get the Lakers to the heights of where they were back in the 80s.
I think I would love to see Paul George on the Lakers and just see what that happens. What
Magic Johnson would too.
Yeah, right? Probably all of LA as well. For all of your NBA news, keep it locked right here on 120 Sports.